And one other thing I wanted to talk about that I'm thinking about. Okay, now in the king's chamber, right? We're looking at the pyramid for a second. In the king's chamber, he was at the center of, like, if you wanted to know where the energy of that type of pyramid actually goes, look at where the king's chamber is, and I bet you that's the exact place where all of the energy crystallizes. And then after you think about that fact, think about the fact that there was an underwater artesian well, and then under this artesian well, they had this beautiful water that was supposed to bring healing to them. And I think it's actually all connected to the pyramid, because the pyramid creates anything underneath that gets this beautiful crystalline energy. And then when you have that crystalline energy, that's going to cause the water to have what I would call super healing properties. And then if there's also minerals in the water, and the minerals hold the ions, and they hold the electrons, and they hold all that energy together with the water itself. I think they all supposed to go together. And so I had this vision that we're supposed to be using magnetite mixed with clay, and you make these almost like these magnetic pads, and then you put these iron coils down, and the iron is an electromagnet because you wrap them in coils of copper. And then as those come down where the water is, you're electrifying the water basically using these magnetic pads, but you're doing it all with etherical energy, right? We'll have to figure out what that is, because I know that the normal wattage and voltage and stuff that we're using, it's all harmful, right? Tell me it's not harmful. Stick your finger in a socket, right? All of God's energy. I wouldn't say it's not harmful. I would say it's more balanced. So, like, obviously, you can get too much sun, right? Can everyone agree that the sun can you like you can get too much sun? So there are balances that need to be in check. And that's why we have to run tests, because we need to figure out, just like they say, you look at the sun in the morning, you look at the sun when it's setting, it's supposed to do beautiful things. If you have eye problems, you're supposed to look at the sun. And apparently after 3 months, 3 to 6 months, if you do that every day, your eye issues will go away, because it actually heals you just by looking at it. Anyways, cool things. We're learning about all this stuff, okay? We're learning about how nature is the best way, and we've been put in these little boxes on purpose so we would be unplugged and put in a synthetic world, because well, it's not that fun out there. Why would you want to go outside? Just stay inside of the matrix. We'll give you digital money. We'll give you all of this stuff. You know, like, no. Anyway, so we're going to do all of this together, friends. And I just wanted to share with you that I do believe that all of this crystalline energy from the pyramid can use to crystallize the water. And then as we're crystallizing the water, we use that water on plants. We use it on anything, even steam rooms, even like all of this beautiful stuff that we could create. And I want to do it with you. And I want us to create healing areas. And even if we went to a place where I was on the meridian line on the earth and built this thing and found an artesian well, like, we could do some cool things, you guys. And I want you guys to open your minds to the fact that the world's just sitting there and you're choosing to stay where you are. And you know what? I have a lot of things holding me back right now, but in the same breath, there's still all of this room of freedom that I can move in, and I'm going to move into it one way or the other. And I want you guys to come with me.